Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is the Megalodon or the Meg, and today we are here for episode 3 of the Twilight Forest Guide. As you can see, we are next to a mangrove swamp. Kind of looks like the one in real life, actually. It's currently raining, so I apologize if there is a little bit of frame rate lag. But yeah, today we are here for episode 3. This is the mangrove swamp, which is what we're going to be taking on in this episode. Now, this biome is locked, which means that if you did not come in here, if you did come in here before you defeat the Lich, which is what we defeated last episode, you see we got his head in here, there would be an infectious black mist, which is meant to be an infectious mosquito swarm, which would give you hunger 4, which means you'll be constantly eating and eating and eating. Beside from that, there will also be the protection spell, which does not allow you to kill anything or break anything, which will make it impossible to progress. Now, every biome or dungeon will have this protection spell, so even if you can deal with the locked biome effects, you can certainly not deal with the protection spell. So, let's go in. So, these giant lily pads, I'm actually a really big fan of. As you can see, we are experiencing a little bit of lag. Yeah, huge lily pads. They're really cool. There's like a 3x3 area. And apparently, there we go. Yeah, and also these are water lilies. They're absolutely amazing. I wish they were in vanilla Minecraft so badly. But they're not. Let's make it past here. So, what the dungeon that we would want to be looking for is kind of a square hill, a square mound, rather, in the middle of a patch of land. So you can see it's all water here, so we do not want to be in the water. What we want to be in is a patch of land like what we are in right now. So, if I pull out the map for you to have a look, we want to be actually heading this way, it seems, according to the map, which is where the dungeon is. Let's walk on these lily pads to make it a little bit quicker. So yeah, according to the map, the dungeon is actually this way. Now, I have not explored this map previously, but it looks like the map is not lying to me. There seems to be a hill here with 4 entrances. Now, that entrance we're not going to go in because that is completely filled with water. Actually, no, in fact, I think these all are, so let's just come in here. Regardless, so there are 4 entrances in here with a small little courtyard, and down here is where we want to be heading through. Now, you may want to carry a bucket of water with you. I'm actually going to grab one right now, because there will be a few, tumble stumbles you have to go down, and without water, that is not going to end up pretty. Actually, I should probably leave a bucket here for when we come out, and I can recognize this water from far away. The other thing you want to make sure that you have tons of are torches. Grab at least 64, if not 128. You're going to need them. Trust me, you will. Let's just grab 64 from just enough items. And frame rate lag. Okay, the frame rate lag is gone. So these are basically dark deep tunnels according to the Greek mythology Labyrinth, which Daedalus built. So if you guys don't know, here's a little bit of story time with the Meg. There was in ancient Greece, I believe, there was a king and his wife. Instead of giving birth to a normal human, she gave birth to a cow, a half cow, half human monster. So the queen, not loving her child, called for the kingdom's best architect, Daedalus, to build a huge maze, which she called the Labyrinth. And that is what this huge maze is based off. And they trapped her child in there. She named her child the Minotaur. And as a consequence, every year they had to sacrifice a certain amount of people to the Minotaur in order to keep the Minotaur happy in the labyrinth. And obviously when the people get sacrificed, they get eaten, because that's how it always works in mythologies. Oh, but anyway, let's jump away from mythology, because I think we've just found our next passageway down. So there will be 2 down. There will be the downstairs from there, and we will have another downstairs area from here. So as we progress further and further down, actually, is difficult yet peaceful? Let me just switch it to easy. Yeah, I think it was actually in peaceful. Oh well, my bad. So once we switch to easy, we should get turbulence lag. Okay, we should start seeing some mobs, including the Minotaur itself. So anyway, back to story time. But then, because it kept eating the sacrifices, there's a pinch beetle. Now these pinch beetles will pinch you up and toss you, yeah, like that, and they will toss you around. So you want to kill them immediately if they pick you up. But here, you have found what I was talking about. This is the Minotaur. You see, it will charge. So what it does is it does quick charges, and it hits with its golden Minotaur axe. And they are surprisingly very, very tanky and very painful. And if they hit you while they're charging, then you can pretty much count your chickens goodbye bye. But it looks like I've taken care of them. Oh, there's another one. Okay, you want to make sure you avoid their charge, so you can defeat them pretty easily. There's a nice defect of the shield. But, oh, okay, there's actually a lot more than I expected. So what you want to do is you want to destroy the spawner. Oh dear, okay, there's actually a lot more than I anticipated. But it should be fine, because it's so inconvenient for them to move around. It can destroy the spawner, dodge, and kill these people. Or these Minotaur, or whatever you want. Half mad cow, half not mad cow. Alright, I'm actually going to eat a golden apple really quick. Alright, there's 1 down. And it looks like you dropped a golden Minotaur axe. So at first sight, you might think this is a golden axe, but it's not. It's actually a gold Minotaur axe. Yeah, fancy one, I know, it makes all the difference. Oh, it's actually golden axe. Yeah, there is a golden Minotaur axe. Well, maybe these don't drop them. Anyway, you'll also find in these central courtyards 2 chests. They have some really amazing. Now, a steel leaf pickaxe is a lot better than an iron pickaxe, so take that. An ironwood sword is also the same as a iron sword, but it looks more fancy, so we will take that indeed. We can also take this one, steel leaf boots. These can replace our iron ones. There's some ironwood. These can be used to craft armor and weaponry. We'll take that spare ironwood sword. Yeah, back to mythology. Yes, I'm very Ooh, before we get back to mythology, these ones you want to be extremely careful about. So your first instincts can be charging, but look if there's a tripwire here. If there isn't a tripwire here, and these chests are not trap chests, open them safely. Charm of keeping, that's actually really useful. And we'll grab the steel leaf as well. You can also use these to craft different weaponry and armor. And these maze wafers is actually a fantastic type of food, and a type of food you're going to have to eat eventually for the achievement We Dine at Eternal Sundown. So to eat some maze wafers, they're actually surprisingly good food. So if you ever run out of food in the maze, you can always look for these chests for those maze wafers and creepers Anyway, they sense because in all mythologies this happens, they sense a handsome young prince, I forgot what his name is, to kill the Minotaur in the maze labyrinth. Ooh, and this is a fire beetle. You can probably already guess what it does by the name, but yeah, I would prefer not to show you guys what will actually happen. And they drop gunpowder, you can probably guess already. Anyways, the prince met the king's daughter, which isn't a cow unlike their son. Therefore, and the daughter fell in love with the prince, so she gave him a sword, and I think it's just a sword actually, to kill the Minotaur in the maze. And what happened was he finally killed the Minotaur, and everyone's a hero. And on the way back, the princess wanted to come back to his kingdom, well, his father's kingdom with him, but instead he knew that her father had done something very terrible. So instead, he poisoned her and left her stranded on an island the way back to his father's kingdom, which I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Yeah, handsome young prince, you might have done something good, but remember, this girl helped you kill that Minotaur thingy. Ooh, I'll take that golden apple, actually. Yeah, and drugging people, it's not nice. Don't do that. Don't do that. We seem to have came to a dead end around all, and we have seemed to came to a lot of Minotaurs. Alright, let's just run. Let's just run. Whoa, there are lots of them. Just run. Just run. Just, oh my god, we've came to a dead end. Right, luckily they've all charged down that side. Right. Anyway, I don't think there's a lot more I have to say. Never mind. We have reached the boss. So what you want to do first when you reach the boss is to get your building blocks and block off these walls. Because you don't want any other Minotaurs disturbing you when you are fighting the big bad boss. And what more would the big bad boss be, you may say? Well, it's not that Minotaur, I can assure you. Wait, hold on a second. Is this actually the boss? Or is this... Oh, it might actually be... Oh, I think it might just be a courtyard with fences around. Oh well, my bad. What are you gonna do? I'm just like that person. I goof up a plenty. To show you. Yep, since there's not much else for me to explain. Unless I see something new. Oh my god, Maze Slime, will you leave me alone? Unless I see something new, I will be battered around by this slime. But yeah, I'll cut ahead the video until I find the boss or find something new. Either one works fine. And Maze Slime, you cannot come through here because you're too fat. Don't fat shame, guys. It's not a good thing to do. Oh my god, it's another pinch beetle. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. They're so strong. Yep, I will... Serious? Yeah, against these beetles, there's 3 beetles in this labyrinth. There's the pinch beetle, which I'm sure you're all very familiar with. There's the fire beetle, which I just killed. And there's one last one called the slime beetle. So I will come back into the video if... I keep meaning to speed up these videos, but finding something exciting just keeps preventing me. It's like the game doesn't want me to speed it up. Like it wants me to take it slow and gradually. So none of these chests actually have a trip. I am wrong, there's a tripwire here. Do you see these tripwires? If you break it, I will demonstrate what happens. That will happen. You'll get completely blown up. And as you can see, this whole area is actually surrounded by bedrock to make sure you can't cheat. Because otherwise, these blocks are actually breakable with an iron pickaxe, I think, even. Whoa, and creepers, and creepers. Ooh, and this actually, I refer to these as torch restock rooms. So if you're in survival, and you're not a big cheater like me who uses just enough items to their advantage, you can actually use these rooms to restock on torches. Actually really handy. They have roughly 30 torches in each of them, maybe even more. So you can restock on torches very easily in those rooms. Anyway, here's an... Alright, I'll demonstrate what happens if you... Fire beetle, do you wanna... Okay, this fire beetle... Oh, there it is, yep. This is what happens if you get too close and intimate with the fire beetle. And my Naga scale arm is actually about to break. Okay, well, we probably have to find this... We're probably going to have to come up to the Minotaur quite soon. Oh, here it is. This is the actual real boss. So you can see a... I'll just take out that creeper really quick. I don't want it interfering with my battle. And will I just hit a single shot? Alright, finally. This is the final battle. You see that spawner in there? That spawns the boss. So what we want to do, once again, block off all of these sides. And you can see the cow is actually a mushroom, but it looks like a mushroom. So it's half mushroom, half minotaur. And it does a crud ton of damage. So you have two choices. You can either shoot it with a bow, or if it gets mad, you'll completely run down this fence. I'll show you what happens. So don't think you can just like, okay, hello, are you going to run down the fence? Alright, so now I'm just taking damage for nothing. Okay, this isn't exactly how I want to spend my time. I'm just going to dig a hole in and charge in with him. So he is a kind of half mushroom. Oh my god, I'm actually taking a ton of damage. Yep, he uses a diamond minotaur axe, which does a mighty amount of damage. And I do not have damage. Oh my god, he just turned out half the lights in this room, which made it even worse. Yeah, there we go, defeated. Okay, so it dropped 4 bowls of meat stroganoff, which is what you're going to need. Don't need the mushroom. We'll get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. And I think that's all we got from that boss. So what he dropped, 4 bowls of meat stroganoff, which you're going to have to eat to pass on to the next area. But he also dropped this axe, the diamond minotaur axe. Does a crud ton of damage, 10 hearts. So it is, I believe, the best axe if you're only using this along with vanilla Minecraft. And I didn't demonstrate it, but if you cower outside for too long, he will actually run down the fence with this axe, like he did with the ceilings and the mushrooms. But I guess he didn't want to. And you also get a ton of good stuff from these ones. Maze map focus. I will show you what to do with that maze map. A bit later on, we're going to get a nice, shiny new helmet. And we're going to replace that with the stone bricks. Get some steel leaf. Don't need the other maze map focus. Charm of keeping. Take these things. They're really important. I'll show you why. And looks like we got some new steel leaf items to replace our nearly broken iron one. I mean Naga ones. So, if we come over here, we can get rid of all of this, and we're going to dress up like a proper human being does. Wait, where's my leggings? Swear I picked up some steel leaf leggings, or maybe I didn't pick them up. Oh well, whoopsie daisies. Okay, let's dress them up like a normal human being. I don't know how you guys dress up, but for me, like in real life, this is how I dressed up. Legs, chest plate, boots, and helmet. So as you can see, that is at least as good as diamond armor. That's going to protect us aplenty in the future battles. So what you might think is I will end the episode here, but I actually will not. Well, for two things. First, you see this maze map focus we got? We're going to put that to some goody use. Let's make a crafting table. Let's put this here. No, let's place torches instead. Okay, we actually want some paper. So remember to bring paper with you. If you are coming down here, so you want to create a paper like this. And just like how you craft the magic map and the normal map in Minecraft, we're going to put the maze map focus inside to make the blank maze map. And now to find the exit. And there is a fire beetle waiting right outside. Basically, what you would ideally want to do is to immediately find the way out. But hey, that doesn't happen. What is your English? Very often, right? So we need the maze map. And it looks like we've just found something really useful. And it takes forever, so I will be a cheater and go into game mode 1. So what you want to do, once you find a big block, like on the map, you want to start digging your way in. But be very careful because you're going to reach a room with this. A huge booby trap with TNT under. So what you want to do is you can all break these blocks in survival, by the way. So I'm just doing this for my sanity's sake and your sake, both. So we can destroy the... As I was saying, there was a lot of good stuff in there, and if I actually pause here and let you look at a screenshot, that right there is the Maze Breaker pickaxe. Now, because I picked it up in creative, I was not able to get it, but it is the best pickaxe in the game. If, once again, it's kind of like a mantle axe. You get some really good tools in here. This is the Maze Breaker. I don't know what this is, but you basically get that. As you can see from the picture, like here, let's do a comparison. So we know the steel leaf tier is as good as the diamond tier. And where has it gone? Strange. Oh well, let's get another steel leaf. This is how fast well, of course, that's a steel leaf hoe, you idiot, Meg. Some things never change. Alright, this is steel leaf pickaxe. As you can see, it breaks the tree at the speed of snail. Maze Breaker, however, demolishes, well, compared to the other things. So hopefully this Maze Breaker will abide you a good while along the future journey. And also thank you everyone for watching this Twilight Forest Guide episode. Please take 5 seconds of your time to subscribe to the channel, as it does help out the channel a lot. And please hit that like button down below. We have gone a decent way into the Twilight Forest. As you can see, we have completed the Breaking the Maze challenge, and we need to complete some of these 2 trophies by the next episode. So for now, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Goodbye, everyone.